everyone. Welcome to this week's Indie Artist Music Hustle with Blonde Intelligence. I'm your host, Miss Roni, where I always seek to give you exquisite cranial repertoire. This week, we have a very special guest. We have M.S.O Scorpio. Say hello to everyone.
How y'all doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Doing great. Perfect, actually.
Well, what we're going to do is we're gonna start out with letting you tell everyone a little bit about you as an artist.
Okay, I've been doing about like music for say about 8 years. Doing music since I was a little kid. My father did music. He has actually owned a studio when I was young, so he would be recording different artists, you know, around my city. So I just became accustomed to it, grew accustomed to it, grew accustomed to the art, writing. I'm a natural poet, so when it comes to the lyricism, I'm natural with it. So for
Yeah.
say for my music career, so yeah.
So tell me about your style as an artist. How would you describe your style?
I would say my style is kind of distorted. It's kind of a purposeful style.
Explain it. Explain it. Explain it.
It's more of a pop chill sound. It gives you a little bit of like a chill vibe melody. I'm more of a melodic singer than a you would say rapper, you know. So
Okay.
I would use different like my poetry, use it in a melodic style with every beat that I use and make it kind of distorted to distinguish me from anyone else, any other artist, So when you hear me, you know it's me.
Okay. So you started out writing poetry.
hmm
So was it poetry first or songs first, or was it a intertwine of both?
More so an intertwine of both, yeah. Say that.
Okay. So you look kind of young. So how
hmm
or did you even perform poetry live in high school?
I never performed in a high school, but I'm actually with this. They're this, I would say, production company. They're called TCPA.
Hmm.
They're a performing arts company. So I've done a lot of spoken word pieces with them. Actually, a lot of theater shows with them. So, being a main character a lot. I did a lot of acting too. So it's a little bit of my background with it.
Okay. So how do you think those experiences contributed to you as an artist?
I think it really helped me out. Being able to actually not be shy about anything. I'm just able to just jump out there and do it. For a lot of artists, that's a good thing. To be able to just jump out there and do what you want to do. You know, not being held back by the fear of, oh, they're watching me or just little things. You know,
Okay.
so I'm used to it.
Give me one strength and one weakness as an artist that you have observed in yourself.
I would say one of my strengths is how I'm able to deliver my melody. I think feel like I'm very good with that. Very good to deliver my melody good and kind of, tell a story with my music sometimes. I know my most weaknesses, I would say trying to get the vocals right, like trying to get how I want certain words to say, how I want them to hit, that's my weakness. But it's all something that can be, cleared up within time.
Okay. What area do you think that you have made the most improvement on as an artist?
I would say mostly in general with my production style, I used to sound like when I used to record my music, it wasn't all that until you know, I started doing piece by piece, taking my time, I would say, mostly taking my time and actually, you know, getting getting everything right the way I want it to be, the way it should be. I feel like that's my most strength that I learned on it. Yeah.
Okay. So what do you think that you're going to work on next to solidify you as an artist?
Getting my name out there, most likely. Trying to do shows, trying to get out there and, just tour different places, get people seeing me, get people knowing me. Right now I'm locally, I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada. So, it's not much support out here, but I know it's support somewhere.
I stayed in Las Vegas briefly. Briefly, it's very hot. It's very hot. One thing that I have noticed there is really all about entertainment there. Um,
hmm
I went for some jobs in like some other areas like social work and different places like that. They not that great.
I'm telling you,
The pay is not that great. The cost of living is okay. From what I hear is going up, but
it is. It is. It really
uh,
is.
the I think Las Vegas have a lot of perks. I would say even with that, Las Vegas have a lot of perks for a person who is trying to get into entertainment. Because I have been there, and when you get bored, you go out there on the strip and walk around. It's gonna be 900 people out there that's gonna give you a card or some type of CD or something to listen to. I mean,
Yeah,
so
everybody trying to sell something.
yeah, well,
Most definitely.
that one of the things about that I don't like. This is just me. You be out there on
hmm
the strip and you want somebody to listen to your music, they'll hand you a CD and be like, well, give me a donation or they're whatever, whatever. I feel like that if
Yeah.
you're genuinely trying to get people to listen to your music, you're going to have something promotional to give out. If you can go on YouTube or anywhere, Spotify, iTunes, anywhere, and get all type of music that you want to listen to all day and tomorrow. So why would you could give me a card with your link on there or something like that? Why would you feel like you need a donation for you wanting to give me something that I didn't ask for? So that is one of the
Exactly. They got to want it. Give something that they want. Say, give them something that they want. Business strategy.
yeah. So tell me about your latest project.
My latest project, I've been working on this album. I'm thinking about dropping on August 12th. It's my son's birthday, so I want to drop a little something. Uh, the album's gonna be called Distortion. It's gonna be called Distortion. Story of
You don't
M.S.O.
drop it on August 10th.
August 10th? Why you say August 10th?
That's my birthday.
Oh, she's a little Leo.
Hey, look, go here. Can't you tell?
I can tell. I can tell by the personality too, the attitude. Very friendly.
You think so? Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Look,
Smiling every time.
we're gonna talk about. We're gonna go over some things to make sure that you didn't cross all your I's and dotted all your cross all your T's and dotted all your I's before you release on August the 12th. That we're gonna talk about some things. But finish telling me about your project.
Yeah, the project is mainly focused on a lot of like it's like a backstory, kind of like a personal project before I get onto like a actual project that I want to put out there for the world. It's something to start off with, something to give them a little story behind the artist.
Okay, so
As
this
per
is your
se.
first project.
Yeah.
Okay. So have you collaborated with anybody on it?
Yes, I collaborated with a few local people here, but no one really major right now. Working on
Everybody is.
everybody, yeah. Everybody
Everybody
is. Everybody is. You right about that.
not be famous yet, but everybody is major. Everybody have a purpose.
You right.
But they always tell me you have to think big.
Don't go small. Settle for less, you get less.
Yep, and speak it into existence. We know we're not gonna speak and say that we're little people. We're somebody. All of us are somebody.
Yeah.
So you
Somewhere or another.
collaborated with some other artists. That's okay. Can you
Yeah,
want
and,
to tell?
and actually they're actually good too. So,
Hmm.
hey, what can I say?
So tell me what made you submit your music to Share Pros.
I like to get a lot of feedback on my music, especially if I'm an artist trying to rise and just go out there. I want to see what people think about it. How did it sound? What did you think when you first heard it? Is it anything that you can relate to? I just like a lot of feedback, negative or good. Either way, I take it in the same way. It's gonna help me better myself. So that's what I needed. I needed it.
Okay. So
personally.
how long have you actually been doing music? I know you told me that your family was in music, but when I always say people dibble and dabble in music, but once you decide to record it and actually put it out to the world, I consider
Hmm.
that you decided that you wanted to professionally release music. So when did you decide that you
Right.
wanted to be a professional in the industry?
As of last year, I had just started. I just released like my first song I released was a feature with some of my cousins. We did like a bop remix. So I had released that. And after that, I liked it. And other people liked it. So I was, okay, let me drop something else. And after that, just kept, making more music, dropping. And I just fell in love with, just hearing the feedback, trying to, you know, get there. It's been a dream of mine, so might as well head towards it.
So what do you think about the hard part of being an artist? Such as, because a lot of artists don't think of this part. If you do, I would say make it to the major leagues.
Hmm.
How do you feel about losing sleep, being away from your family, always having to be on the road, have to perform live whether you feel good or not? How do you feel about those things? Because those things are not necessarily sacrifices, but necessities. So how do you feel about that?
I feel there's nothing you can't overcome. Honestly, there's nothing you can't overcome. You know, you either way you're gonna do it or you're not gonna do it. So if when I get to that point, most likely I feel with the hard part, it's only hard if I make it hard for myself. You know, it's ways to get through it. It's ways to keep it pushing. The day that I stop, everything stops. So
Well, give me some specific ways that you would keep pushing.
like you know, there's always gonna be a critic. There's always gonna be something that doesn't go good someday, something that goes bad another day. Either way, you can keep on by just keep going. Like if you love it, keep doing it. Don't let nothing stop you. Don't let nobody stop you from, if you want to do music, don't let nobody stop you from doing music. Personally, with me, I wouldn't let anybody stop me from doing something that I love. No matter what happens that day. If it's a negative day, all right, well, I'm gonna find something positive within it. You know, it's how you gotta move. How you
What
gotta
was
move
your
if you want to be smart.
What was your parents' feedback on you wanting to be an artist?
My dad was 100% on it. He's a singer himself, so he's 100% on it. My mom, she's very supportive. So, they're working on helping me out too, giving me the support I need. So that's good too.
That's good. Okay. So you said that you're thinking about releasing an album. And what is the first single?
The first single, I'm thinking it's gonna be. I have different ideas on which ones. 'Cause I have different recorded songs that I want to be. I'm kind of picking and choosing, but for the most part, I have a song that's called "Control." Yeah, that might just be the first one actually. You might be seeing that, so be looking out for "Control" when the album comes out.
What was your
Control might be
thought?
the first one.
What's your thought process on Control being one of the finalists?
Thought process on it is because control is something that actually, happened, really happened to me that was kind of major. That kind of actually struck me hard. The song has to do a lot about like a crash, about living fast, stuff like that. So, you know, that's part of it. Part of why I want to put it first. I want to let people know that, give out that first. You gotta hit them with something hard before you hit them with something soft. That's how
So
I feel personally.
so where do you plan on promoting it mostly? Is it a song that you can promote on TikTok, or is it more where it's going to be geared towards the club or towards the strip club? Or, I mean, so what life do you see for it?
It's kind of I would say, a message song. But I would see the song playing more so in like, it's more so like for a movie. It's very theatrical. It's a very theatrical song. So I would see it more so for movies. So not more so of a club song, but more so like a movie. Something for a movie be actually perfect for.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you this question. You are a singer. You're young.
Hmm.
If
Hmm.
you decide to cross over to hip hop, do you think at some point that you will have to go back to singing? Because I've heard several artists say that the only genre that has an age limit is hip hop. So, with you being young, what do you think about that?
I
And when
mean,
I say
honestly,
I
shoot.
mean young adult, I'm not calling you a kid. I mean a young adult.
No, honestly, I would say like, shoot, like if it comes to it, I'm gonna have to do it. I mean, either way it goes, if I had to come back to singing again, you know, I'm kind of versatile in everything,
So
so
you
like I
think
can
you
do anything.
old man still singing?
Yeah, I
So
do. I do
do
feel
you
like it.
75 still rapping?
75. Sheesh. 75. Uh, hey, if I still got it, then hey, I might see me on the mic one more time.
Okay, so that brings me to my next question. Of all the legendary rappers that are out right now, not younger ones, the legendary ones, which ones do you still think will be able to hit it at about 75?
Which one? Like hip hop artists,
It can be more than one hip hop artist.
I would say definitely, definitely Snoop, definitely Nas. You know, I I might say Cube. Yeah, Cube. I feel like he still got some of that in there too.
Well,
I must say one of the older
Oh,
ones.
Cube and Snoop and all them not that old yet. So you have to imagine them like 20 years later from now.
20 years
So
later. Oh, I think they'll leave it to the younger generation, honestly. I think they'll just be schooling the younger ones. You
but
know,
do you but who do you think that would still have it?
uh, I see Eminem trying to put a lot of that out. I feel like by the time Eminem get to that point, he would, he would at least put a verse or two out there. He has
Okay, so
to.
you said if you still had it. So do you think that you would still have it?
Yeah, eh, yeah. I mean the singing part, maybe that might have to change a little bit, but you know, I'm gonna have something. I'm gonna give him something.
Okay.
Either way it goes.
Okay, I'm gonna switch gears a little bit. And I'm gonna ask you about when you write your lyrics. When you write your lyrics, because
Uh-huh.
I asked, because you told me that you write your music. And
Mhm.
so I have talked to several different people about their writing process. Since you grew
Mhm.
up in music and your dad is in music and your family is supportive, and I know that a lot of music come from an emotional space and everything, the what song do you think that you have written that is your best work that came from an emotional place? And then I want you to tell me the best song that you think that you have wrote where you were just playing around, just being crazy.
Uh, I feel like the one you heard, one for me. One for me was person. It was a personal song before I even like released it out like to the world. Like it was a personal song.
Okay.
That writing process. It it had a lot of people it had two people in the play with it with me too, melody and everything with it. But that one for sure, it was something that it meant a lot to me. And I had to use Tupac in that song to kind of give it, even though he used the language, it was like it was a message there. It was a message there, and it had to do a lot with what I wanted the song to be. So yeah, I'd say one for me. For a song I was just joking around on, I would say for the most part, I don't really know. I don't really joke around on my songs like that. I
Hmm.
mean, I have one unreleased that is actually very good, and I was really just joking around on it, but it actually came out good. It's unreleased though. You're gonna be
Oh,
hearing a little bit about that one later on.
oh, okay. Well, is there anything else that you would want anybody to know about you?
Shoot, Scorpio, I'm passionate. Y'all can see. very passionate in things I do. You know, shoot, I like I just like when people feel good. You know, I like people who have good chill vibes. So if you feel chill when you listen to my music, if you catch a vibe when you listen to my music, you know, thank you. You know, that shows me that I'm doing something right. I'm doing something that I was intended to do. You know, that's a little. That's all I really gonna say about me.
Okay.
Most of the
But
part.
tell everybody the name of your latest single, when they can get it, where they can find it, your social media handles so they can follow you, and anything else that you would want everybody to know.
Yes, my latest single is Juice. It's out on all platforms, Pandora, Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere you look it up. That's Juice. That's Juice. Two C's E. That's Juice. All in capitals. See, this is my newest single. You can also follow me at M.S.O Scorpio on Instagram. That's M.S.O Scorpio at the Instagram. And it's my actual name for my Facebook. If you have Facebook, D Mills, easy, just DEE Mills, MILLZ. Look me up on there. Look me up on Snapchat if you want to add me on Snapchat. The real M.S.O, and my YouTube is the real M.S.O also.
All right, y'all heard him. All the places that you can find him, all the places that you can follow him, especially hit that YouTube. That is very important for independent artists.
Hmm.
Thank you for coming. I am Miss Roni. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, all those good places. LinkedIn. I'm really on LinkedIn. You can
Okay.
find the podcast on all podcasting platforms, and you can find the video portion, as what we're doing now, on IGTV, Facebook, and YouTube. Thank you for coming.
Sheesh.
All right, bye.
Bye bye. Nice talking to you.